Good Thursday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this November 5th. After another unseasonably warm day yesterday in southern Kentucky, close to record territory. We ended up at 77 degrees for the second day in a row, and that was just 3 degrees shy of the record of 80 degrees. So we could get close to that again today. Today's record is 82 degrees, set in 1909. We may be close to that. There's also a couple of other records that could happen today, and those are record low temperatures. And you say, wait a minute. How can we have a record low temperature? Well, it would be for the warmest low temperature on record. For today, the warmest low temperature is 63 degrees, set in 1994. And right now, we're sitting at 66 degrees at 4:51 a.m. Central Time. So if we stay above 63 degrees from midnight this morning, which is already passed, until midnight tonight, then we would break the old record low, warm record low of 63 degrees set in 1994. And we could do it again tomorrow after midnight tonight for November 6th, Friday. The record warm low, I know it's kind of like the record low for the warmest temperature for November 6th is also 63 degrees set in 1977. It gets a little confusing, but it's like, what is the warmest low temperature that we've had on this day? And it was 63 degrees in 94. So if we stay at 66 or even go 65 or 64 today, then we would have a new record if it doesn't get any colder than 63. So hopefully you understand that. So we are looking at more unseasonably warm weather, but rain is on the move, and eventually we're going to see a pretty good chance of rain late tonight and especially this time early tomorrow morning for Friday. 77, as I mentioned, was the high temperature yesterday just before 1 o'clock at the Bowling Green Airport. 64, the average high, so we were 13 degrees above average. 57 was our low, 41 the average low, so we were 16 degrees above average there. A year ago, we had a high of 69 and a low of 42 back in 2014. Still no rainfall past 24 hours. Today, though, high pressure, the ridge that's been in place, starts to lose a little of its hold and grip on our area. Cloudy, breezy, warm. The winds are going to pick up today from the south, 12 to 24 miles per hour. There's just a slight chance of an isolated shower later today, a high of 77. This could be the third day in a row with 77, but as I mentioned, we could even get closer to 80 before the day is done. Tonight, we increase the chance of rain to 70%. Showers and thunderstorms rolling in late tonight ahead of our cold front. We'll see a low of 67. The winds breezy. In fact, a breezy day tomorrow. We could find some wind gusts of 20 to 30 miles per hour, possibly even up as high as 40 miles per hour as that cold front comes barreling in here. And we're going to see an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms on Friday, especially Friday morning, just in time for you to get ready to go to work and go to school. Some of those storms could be strong, but right now we're not calling for severe weather. Now, you may see some other stations or media outlets. They like to paint all the pretty colors and, it's going to be marginal. It's going to be enhanced. It's going to be, that's a bunch of crap. Okay? I know it's put out by the Storm Prediction Center, but it's confusing. Okay, we want to try to keep things as simple as possible here. So even though they've enhanced the storm outlooks, we have chosen just to not do that. So we keep it simple. If we go into a slight category, the good old-fashioned slight risk, then we'll let you know that. But if it's just going to be some of these little marginal things, it's like it's a waste of time. Plus, it confuses you, and you're like, what does that mean? A marginal risk? I mean, that doesn't even make sense. So, because it doesn't make sense, and because I'm the weather director, then we chose not to do that. No, it was a collective thought here. I consulted with Shane and Daniel, and we decided that trying to throw out all those enhanced risks is just confusing. You've got two of them that start with the letter M, marginal and moderate. Would you know the difference? Yeah, I could teach you the difference. I could put up a pretty colorful chart and try to break it all down, but you wouldn't remember it. And when it comes storm time, you're like, well, I don't know what the risk is, and I don't know, could you please? There's not enough time to define all this stuff, so let's just keep it simple. There's too many confusing things out there to muddy everything up anyway. We need to just keep it simple because we're talking about your safety, and we're talking about whether you need to know that there's a risk or not. And a lot of the stuff that's posted on social media, as you've heard me talk about before, is scare tactics and just to get you to watch. Oh, my gosh, there's a marginal risk tomorrow. And you're sitting there going, well, what are they talking about? Is it going to be bad? That's all I want to know. And I can tell you, there is a chance we could get some strong storms, but as far as severe weather, no. So there's your answer. See, I kept it simple and got on the soapbox just a little bit. Anyway, so as I was saying, the chance for severe weather, pretty low for us. Better chance of that further west, but even there, the chance is not all that great. Parts of Arkansas, maybe. 80% chance of showers and storms, mainly Friday morning, 74 early. And then as that cold front sweeps through with the gusty winds, temperatures will begin to tumble throughout the day. And we'll be down into the 60s, then the 50s, and we're going to end up in the cooler mid-40s for overnight lows on Friday night. And skies will begin to clear. Saturday, mostly sunny, around 60, a great day for football on the hill. It is Western Kentucky University's homecoming, and it's at 11 a.m., and it should be fine. It should be in the mid to upper 50s. A chilly north wind, though, 7 to maybe 15. Also that morning, the Veterans Parade, downtown Bowling Green. Just dress warmly for that because it will be cooler. We'll get down to 37, by the way. Saturday night, some patchy frost is possible. Sunday, even cooler. Sunny and a high of 58 and a low of 38. On Sunday night, 60. Mainly cloudy on Monday, but dry. And then Tuesday into Wednesday, another system, another disturbance moving in with a slight chance of showers Tuesday, 64. Veterans Day, is actually Wednesday of next week. We'll see a 40% chance of a rain shower, and we'll warm up to 66. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the podcast. God bless as always, and thank you so much for listening. Know the weather before it knows you. Have a great day. I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, streaming live to the WBKO app and WBKO.com at 11 a.m. on midday. And then later today, join me on my radio show, Classic Hits, Sam 100.7 from 3 to 7 this afternoon.